I've been mountain biking, well, cycling. I took it up, March I think it was, and I'm still not very strong, but I'm doing 10 miles as my regular ride, and I've got a 15-mile ride which I try to do once a week. Oh, here we go. Hello. And I did, it was mainly all on road, because I just wanted to build up a bit of strength, which I have done, but nothing in comparison to these properly serious boys. And I did my first proper mountain bike ride, where it's sort of like 90% off-road. And it was such hard going, it really was. I mean, it was brilliant. The first part of it is a downhill mountain bike course, and I tell you what, shit my pants. It was. But the stupid thing is if I'd been on my enduro bike, I'd have thought absolutely nothing of it. It just would not have fazed me at all. But on this spindly little mountain bike, it just felt like death. But also the sort of thing that really sort of put me off is because I'm not up to speed with the jumps and all that sort of stuff, and I was clipped in. And because being clipped in is the only way to be, unless you're on a downhill mountain bike slope. So I've put the flats back on, because tomorrow I'm going to give it another go, and see how we get on. I've got a time of 1 hour 33 for it's nearly 12 miles. So I'm going to try and beat that, and like I say, it's 90. I would say it's 90% off-road, but it's just all climbing. And I had to push one hill, but it wasn't. I don't think because it was so steep. It was because there was so many stinging nettles. I was just getting stung to pieces, and so I got off and walked, but what just boggles my freaking mind that there was so much fucking dog shit, and it was overgrown as well, which sort of makes me think, well, it's overgrown, but there's still tons of fucking dog shit, and people just will not pick them up. And this was a public bridleway, and where people are gonna, people are gonna be walking, and I don't care what anybody says. I mean, I'm an absolute dog lover. We always have dogs, but we always pick up after ourselves or after him, and there is no comparison between horse shit and dog shit. Absolutely no comparison. You can ride through horse shit and it's no big deal. You ride through dog shit and it's absolutely unbelievably stinks, and it also it's sort of like the bacteria element of it. Now normally cow shit and horse shit dries out fairly quickly, and it's just like riding over lumps of flipping spongy moss. But no, people just think that they're out, and they do it on the byways as well. Right in the middle of the fucking byway there's a great big pile of dog shit. It just pisses me off. I mean, I love it that you're taking your dog for a walk, which is brilliant, because a lot of people don't take their dog for a walk. And thankfully I've got a lovely missus who takes our dog for a walk every day, and a daughter, and I take him when they come. But we always pick up after him. It's just, you know, it's just wrong not to. A lot of these trails that people take their dogs for a walk on, they're kiddies running around, you know, and you get kids, if they fall over, they put their hand in it and they don't flipping know. The next thing they're itching their eyes or got it in their mouth and that, and they could lose their eye, they could lose their lives over it. So pick your dog shit up. Jesus. Anyway, back to cycling. So I don't know. I mean, I am really enjoying my cycling, and I went out yesterday with my son enduro riding on the motorbikes, and I love doing that as well. I mean, we had to cut it a bit short because how can we say, he body checked a boulder and he wasn't feeling all too well after that. Plus the fact it was absolutely roasting hot and we were in the wrong gear, so we should have been in the vented body armour jacket, you know, tops instead of the jacket, and we were over boiling somewhat, so we had to cut that a little bit short. But I'm going, I think it's probably Thursday morning, I'm going on another enduro ride all around the Shepton Mallet area. It's one of my favourite routes actually. It's when I had my KTM 690, that was one of the first proper routes that I went out on my own and doing a bit of discovery. And it was the one at Creech Hill was really, it was the first ever really sort of like, well, not difficult but sort of semi-difficult trail that I did on my own, and it's on my YouTube channel somewhere back in 2012, I think it was, something like that. And again, I absolutely crapped myself on that. I thought I was definitely going to be stuck there forever and had to leave the bike and all that sort of stuff, but I mean, that's what you do when you first start doing it, and it's really exciting. So yeah, I'll be going back towards there on Thursday morning, hopefully, as long as there's not biblical rain. And I shall be out doing me cycling again tomorrow. I'm going to have to go early doors, I think, because of the temperature. And I've got an aqua pack that I can wear as well. So that'll keep me hydrated. Talking about hydrated, I'm going to have a stop in a minute and have a drink. It's time 10:58.